We've reached our destination.
Alright. Time to try this one.
Stay sharp. We're going in.
And see if this works out.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Far beyond the Not on my watch. Water action.
It's go time!
More where that came from. Lightning orb.
Demon lance!
Far beyond the darkest sky. I call on thee. Steel. I'll be saving this one. Tempest wall. All disasters made one. Come forth, the helix of purity. Maelstrom. Hit. One more.
Can you take it?
This one. All disasters made one. That's my cue.
You make me angry. That's a bad idea.
Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
One last one. Here goes. Ready. Illumination storm. Come forth, holy fire, holy land.
Can you take it?
All disasters made one. Come forth, the helix of purity. Maelstrom. Alpin, astral energy.
Say no more!
Seems about right to me.
An opponent like this should be easy. Armor won't save you! I'm not Not today!
I'm far enough!
Everlasting dark!
Razor cyclone!
This one's mine.
Negative gate! All yours, Kisara!
We'll soon see about
Can't get
that!
out of this!
One more! Illuminate the dark! Magic is in! I'm prison!
This one's mine.
I'm ready! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Going in!
Take this! Bloody howler! I'll smash you!
Hydration orb! One last one! Here goes! One last one! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! Looks like we won.
So if Volron is the lord of the water realm, then it's probably safe to say he has some water abilities tucked up his sleeve.
He and Alphen couldn't be any more different. It's like they were practically born to be rivals. Looking back on it, in both of our previous encounters, he's only ever fought us with his sword. We haven't seen what else he's capable of.
And yet, even with only his blade, he still managed to overwhelm us. He's a force to be reckoned with. That much is certain.
Yeah, that guy is seriously bad news.
It'll be okay, Huro. We'll get through this.
Shion?
It's nothing. Let's keep moving.
This area is the grandest looking of the lot, and not a single soldier in sight.
So probably the place. This is it, everyone. We can't let Voron treat people's lives like toys any longer. We need to put an end to his tyranny here and now. Everyone ready?
Ready.
We've come this far.
Without question.
I'm nervous, but I know what needs to be done.
Let's go.
We've come for you, Volron! Did you really come all this way, just so I could take you back over his dead body?
Bastard!
He dismissed them?
He must not think he needs them to defeat us.
Why have you been coming after me? Isn't it your ambition to become the winner of the crown contest? My ambition, you say? I have no ambitions. Since the beginning, everything was mine to control. Everything, including your life.
I'm happy to see you.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
A lonely, watery grave is all the burial you shall ever deserve. And yet, it wasn't without regret that I watched you sink beneath those waves. Now, I get to savor carving the life of your body myself.
So all this, kidnapping sheep, sacrificing those people, it was all just for your own sick satisfaction? To help pass the time?
I would not expect you to understand the tedium that absolute power lays upon you.
I've had it with your mad ramblings. I'm here to take you down, Volron, and free those you've enslaved!
Very well. I shall look forward to that. My throne from the remains of your existence. Today you will die at my hand, and I shall bask in your final death grip, please.
Well, I look forward to disappointing you. Sonic thrust!
Lightning over!
Sword Rain
Raging
Alpha!
Cascade!
Raining through the flame inside me! You're
Raging Cascade! Into the shadows!
Fool, entertain me.
Here, let me help. Thanks so much! Dance in the wind! Here! More for the stockpile! More where that came from!
Eat dirt!
Hydrate! Ready and ready! Corruption! By the power of water! Holy land! Close one!
I'll thank you.
No further!
Sonic thrust!
Radiant! Hydrating orb! This one's mine! Not all I want! All disasters made one!
Negative
Come
six.
for-
Nothing gets by me. They smite with
Take this! Eat dirt!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer! Holy land!
just won't stay still. If you can draw his attention, I'll pin him down.
Enjoy.
Denied! Glazing spear! Pierce evil! Raging cascade! Begin!
Now! Did we get him?
Beyond the darkest
He's open.
sky.
Let's go! Can't get out of this.
Eternal
Searing
devastation!
flame! Reload!
Destruction!
Shooting star! Hear my call! Flood! Hear me! Flame of nightmare dream!
I'm ready!
Jolene! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes.
Is that it?
Raging cascade!
Shut
Spread
down!
flame! I can do it! What's he planning?
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And this one's
The enemy
mine!
wields ours too.
We'll soon see about that! Close one!
Burn!
Far beyond the darkest skies!
Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying.
Eyes on the ground! Here it comes!
Don't take your attention off him either.
Here, let me help! First aid! Here
Incantation ruin.
Illuminate the darkness! Downfall! Close one!
Once for all.
Radiate supernova!
No further.
Devastation!
Illuminate the dark! Healing circle! Holy glimmer! Holy limit! Radiant spirit!
Order won't save you.
I'm out of far beyond the darkest
Strike! Severing
healing
wind!
circle! Thanks! Just what I need! Back into the fray!
Dragon swarm!
That's far enough.
Be still!
Entertain me.
What's in the sky is mine!
Once for all.
Shining supernova! Glacial spear! Hear the evil!
Take this.
Water! Hear my call!
Burn in hell!
Far beyond the darkest sky! I pierce the sea!
Dragon swarm!
How about some of this?
Shooting star! Not on my
There.
watch!
Just like that.
Flame of fury! Burning!
Anything in can't get out of this.
Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
It's over!
Smash you.
Shockwave blast!
Illuminate the dark! Magic is there! Holy land! I can do this all day!
Now this is enjoyable.
Far enough!
They smite with
Far
blinding
beyond the
blade.
darkness!
Eternal devastation!
Far enough.
Shooting star! Ready!
Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying just yet.
Far beyond the darkest sky! I'm all upon thee!
Once for all.
Healing circle! Shooting star! I never miss! Not on my watch!
You're mine!
Take this. Order won't save you.
Finished!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Got him! It's all over. Volron. Now put an end to that death procession you're holding outside. Right now! You think this is over? What? Who do you think you are?
No, that's...
How can this be? If Alvin's the Sovereign, how is it possible that Volron has that crest as well?
And if Volron's the Sovereign, then what was the point of the crown contest?
After everything we've witnessed, it would seem the whole thing is a ruse.
Bow before your sovereign.
What the hell are you? How sweet your ignorance must be. You resent not being the only sovereign. That's why you're after me, isn't it? There is that, I'll admit. But your grandest sin was unveiling your strength. Sin? You use people as playthings. What right have you to speak of sin? Sin is foolish. The powerful care only for domination. We never asked you to rule. No one did. What do I care of your wants? You are but a mote of dust in the light.
Alvin!
I'm through taking orders from tyrants.
Take this! I can carve through armor!
Close one! Large field! Raging Cascade! I never miss! Raging Cascade!
Stalagmite!
Aaron!
Lunar ready! Far enough!
Correction! By the power of water!
In a vine?
Far beyond the darkest sky! Not in your dreams! Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee! Out of water! Lightning! Back into the fray! Close one!
Not today!
Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee! Freeze laser! Genocide! It's over! Lightning! Close one! Raging Cascade! Glacial Spear! Here's
Can't get out of this! Leave the charges to me!
Freeze laser! Raging Cascade! Where are you going?
Destruction!
Searing Flame! Reload!
Shattering the pieces! Attack time!
He's too fast to keep up with!
Then we'll take him together. Rinwell, follow my lead.
Okay.
I'll provide cover!
Shooting star!
Rising Wyvern!
Take this!
Here's evil! Freeze Lancer!
Ready to go! To break this night!
One more! Not in your dreams! Illuminate the dark! Magic!
Demon Land!
Holy Land! Too much to handle? Here goes! Take this! There!
Wretched one!
No!
Everyone together!
I'll shoot him down.
Denied! I'll find you and to save you!
Here I come! Devastation!
Shooting star! Raging
further! Stand back!
Do it!
Pick it up!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Know your place!
Far beyond ready!
Kneel before your sovereign!
Not in your dreams!
Eat dirt!
Direct blast! Reload! Take that!
Your life!
Radiant
He's about to attack! Skip! We need to stop him!
Far beyond the darkest sky!
Proof of it! All others shall be banished! Double demon fang!
Freeze laser! Shooting star! Close one!
Could this be the true power of a sovereign?
What is this? Can't get out of this!
Raging cascade! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy land! I never miss! Thanks so much! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Back into the flame!
Unleash
Close
light!
one! Flame of fury! Get in my way! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy flame! Holy land! Raging cascade! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Annihilation!
I shall be the ruler of all things! What I can do!
Illuminate the dark! Holy land! Searing flame! Reload! I'll cover you!
Benediction light. Die! Heal! Double demon fang!
By the Denied! Raging cascade!
Reflect on burn in hell! They smite with blackened blade!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer! Holy land!
Execution!
Where are you going?
Onward!
Raging cascade!
Kneel before your sovereign!
Anything in order! Get out of this!
Now you see what I can do! Your life will end here!
Holy land!
All others shall be banished!
Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee! Close one!
Natural defenses are fading. I'm a sitting duck.
Retreat from this battle.
Retreat? I would never.
I call upon thee!
Astral arts?
That's my cue!
Run! Shut him!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
What do you think you can do?
This guy's still standing? The throne! Everything finally belongs to me! I have seen the mountains. Moves over and crushes those who fall in his feet. Our next!
Is it over?
Yeah, I think so. There. We finally collected all of the Master Cores. So what do we do now?
It is said that bringing all the Master Cores together in one place should form the Renis Alma.
So, now we put Shion's with the rest.
With that, we can finally free her of her thorns.
Shion. What's going on? Are we missing something?
We can't be. So why isn't it?
Alphen! Behind you!
What? Shion, are you the maiden?
What is this? Why is this happening?
What the? The Master Cores!
Is that darkness? A Dark Master Core?
Renis Alma!
The Renis Alma. It's here.
What's going on? The Renis Alma's only supposed to consist of the 5 Danon elements.
Just what do you think you're doing?
She disappeared?
What in the world just happened?
Is it over?
No. It's only just begun.
誓ったまま時は過ぎ痛む心に気がつかずに僕は一人になった記憶の中でずっと二人は生きてゆける君の声が今も胸に響くよそれは愛がさまよう限り君は少し泣いたあの時見えなかった
A month has passed. For the time being, we decided to stay put in Ganeth Haros. Even with their lord toppled, we had a long way to go before the people of Pelegion would be liberated in their hearts and minds. Lenegus hung ominously over our heads. We knew we'd need to deal with it sooner or later. We still had so many questions. The two sovereigns, the Red Woman and the Renaissance, the present and the past 300 years ago. Not to mention what happened to Volron's body after his defeat. Still, we were determined to keep fighting. I had my hands full taking care of everything. But in some ways, I was kind of grateful to be so busy.
Are you all right? You looked like you were spacing out there.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. You need something?
It's about that citizen's petition. I was coming to talk to you about it. If I'm being honest, I think the problems of this realm's Danans hit close to home for me.
Oh?
You saw how things were in Menancia. We might have put way too much faith in Dohalim, but at least we could still think independently. The people of this realm weren't even afforded that much basic dignity. I don't know what kind of future the people here are going to ultimately choose. But whatever it is they decide, I want to help do my part so they can make that decision of their own free will.
You mean like how the Danans and Renans of Menancia chose to remain committed to coexistence? It'd be nice if this was a step towards that dream.
That's another issue altogether. At the very least, I want to believe all our hard work will pay off in the end.
Yeah. I guess we can only focus on what we can do right now and take it from there.
I'm going to go on ahead. Would you mind talking to Shion for me? Once you're ready, we'll meet up at the castle entrance like usual. We can talk more there.
Right. Got it.
Power of a sovereign. Idealist. Let's learn this for now.
Shion's been hanging out in the observatory a lot lately.
14 saves only.
Let's see if she's up there.
Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of TakeoRey. Those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renaissance, right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegus. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are
Don't.
you...
It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Volron. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Hey, Shion.
Don't!
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand, Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay?
Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one, then.
We better get a move on, or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Volron. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final Master Core. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers, particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Were it any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
I heard we are all to meet. The castle entrance.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help with. I was just about to ask him what that problem is.
All right, then. Well, tell us what's on your mind, Ganya.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Where are your rations? Did you not get yours?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to responding so quickly. Be slow and gentle with him.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry about that. So you have your rations, and it's enough food. But there's still something wrong with them. What is it exactly?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that part.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
Wait, if you're not eating them, then what are you doing with them?
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait, back up. Are others doing this? Who told you to bring your rations in?
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to bring the rations into the castle.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like this might happen. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills, but not everybody is getting them back at the same rate.
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might be taking rations from other people? If so, that's a serious problem.
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore. We need to investigate the castle.
It seems like the people here still tend to...
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelagian, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for Volron's cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate? Spot something?
Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards? You mean Volron's soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's Danans. Without them, making Pelagian half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelagian are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about. Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle? hoo. Hoo! Hoo, hoo, hoo. Hoo! Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Still locked. What is... Let's do these side quests here.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little...
Well... Hey! Got it!
Huh?
I'll take a break here
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by
in a bit.
now.